Yeah, this may or may not devolve into like a Byakuya-based TED Talk later.
Okay, I'm all for it. Welcome back to Bleach Boys. We're talking episode 19, the Rukia Bankai episode. We all know what's coming. It was a fantastic, beautiful, well-animated. I wish they would use a different soundtrack for the ending, but I mean, that's okay.
Dude, I thought the same exact thing.
Yeah.
You know what? If we had the original ending.
Well, like, I mean, hey, fucking Renji gets his own song, and then like, what do they do for Rukia? Here's the ending song.
It's because they knew what they knew what they did to Renji. They're like, you get 10 minutes, Rukia gets a full 20.
I am a sucker though for animes when they are doing a scene with the end credits rolling on top of it. I'm like this. You always know it's drama. You always know it's drama.
It's
when
so
it's
good,
and it felt so much like the old school anime, like the hero gets the kill with the theme song in the background.
Yep. And I feel like, you know, like, oh, okay, we had to go so long in this episode that we cut into the ending, and then it's like, oh, nice. Like, that's a real shit. Yeah. Back to the beginning of the episode, we kick it off at the Royal Palace. We see all the Squad Zero. Ichigo's new drip, which looks incredible. He looks really, really good.
I fucking love it. I didn't think we were going to see the lad.
Yeah. I thought for sure that was going to be the end credit scene for this episode. I thought that, but I was surprised when we started there. In the trailer for Bleach TYBW Season 2, they show that drip, that new outfit. Did not have all the little markings on the green scarf originally. So like they went back in and made it even more in depth. It was. I was like, damn, he looks good. In the part when he jumps down and he pulls the thing up over his face, I'm like, he looks even better.
I thought that was so badass.
He looks really cool.
I remember him doing that.
I didn't think we were going to see him for like another 3 episodes.
Yeah, which I guess I found this out after watching the episode. That scene had already happened in the manga by this time. Is that correct?
Yeah, we'll get there. I wrote that in notes.
Okay.
Perfect.
So we'll go into that a little bit further. But there's a whole bunch of back and forth that kind of happens real right off the bat that I have a couple questions about. One, the spiral staircase is fucking stupid. I don't get that at all.
Takes him what? They said a week or something like that?
Yeah, that whole thing says it's going to take him a week if he does flash steps. They said they would send him in the Tenshurin, I guess is how you pronounce that, but they just can't casually be going down all the time. Excuse me? Like,
this is the time of war?
Well, why? Is there an answer to that, Pythes?
I don't think so. I would like to believe that they forgot to like pay Kukaku for the rights. and so she's like, no, you don't get it till you pay me.
Yeah, that seemed like so strange to me because it's already been shown that there's a way for them to go bumfuck down there almost instantly. Like, that's already been established. And then we saw both Rukia and Renji also plummeting down. So I assume the staircase doesn't go all the way down to the Soul Society. Maybe it just pops the bubble.
I guess. I think it's just it pierces the layer.
Yeah, it just seems like a bunch of nonsense to me. Like, when they were talking about it, I was like, yeah, all right. I mean, sure, whatever. And I get the feeling also they were kind of ribbing each other. Like, oh, this is going to be really funny. Like, let's see what he says. But then he's like, nah, it's all cool. You know, I'll get down there. I just want to, get there before their attack begins. And that's when Ichibei breaks the news where it already began 3 hours ago.
Yep,
so the invasion has been going for 3 hours, which does not feel like that long. Because especially you feel like Dungeons and Dragons rules, it's like a rule of combat is 6 seconds or something like that, or turn. I guess it's a more long, drawn-out war than what we're getting. Because we haven't even gotten 3 hours of the second anime, or the second season, have we? Like, if we take all the scenes as a whole?
This is episode 6, right?
Yeah.
So we're at 2.
Yeah, we're close enough.
We're off an hour.
Change.
All right. So Ichigo's like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's like, I'll be down there in half a day is what he says. And then Ichigo immediately jumps down after finding out that it's already began 3 hours ago. And Kiryu fucking throws a rice ball down at him as he's speeding down. I was like, damn, what an arm. What an arm. It's like, she's not fucking around when she threw that. It's like, he was already going fast as fuck. And then we get the conversation after the fact where Squad Zero is noting that he has changed. And Ichibei comments that he's become a true Soul Reaper. Which, take that as what you will. True Bankai, true Shikai, true Soul Reaper now. Everybody's getting a true.
We'll get to that later.
Okay.
Cool.
So he calls Urahara on his way down because they're just best of buds. And he says it's going to take him a little bit to return. And he tells Urahara just to hang on until he gets there because he'll handle it. He'll handle it from there. Just wait.
I like that. He hits him up and he's like, hey, man, not to be cocky, but I got this. Just wait for me.
Yeah, which is badass. Like Ichigo, and I feel like Ichigo wasn't saying it from a place of like, yeah, I'm about to fuck these guys up with my new transformation. She's just like, I got it. Like,
genuine. Just I got this, dude.
He knows.
Don't worry.
He knows, dude. And then he does note that Urahara, because Urahara's kind of like, cool, got it. And Ichigo immediately notes like, oh, you didn't give me an update on like how things were going. So I took that as Ichigo kind of being like, that's probably not a good sign. You know,
yeah.
Kind of got a haul ass down there.
He's thinking again, remember? We
yeah,
said that was his thing
yeah.
this,
He's a thinking
whole
boy
season.
this time. He really is. And that's when we see Ichigo, pull the little mask up above his face, and he looks fucking incredible as always. So we go to the opening credits now at this point, and we go straight back to the end credits of the previous episode where we see Jugrim telling Uryu to follow him, and this is where we get the execution scene, which was graphic as hell.
Gruesome.
Really, really graphic and really, really loud, by the way. That splat noise about blew my goddamn eardrums out. So we see BG9 and Kangdu. They're tied up for public execution. Jugrim goes to slash Kangdu, which is something we talked about previously. We find out he has iron skin, which would have been something pretty helpful had he not fought fucking Hitsugaya, the one guy that could have just countered that. So Jugrim says that he is lucky to have blocked the Sword of Judgment. However, the life that was spared by his good fortune will now be removed with the same amount of misfortune. That's where we see a little peek into like what Jugrim could possibly do with the big ass scale tipping behind him. And Kangdu looks fucking shook the moment he starts seeing that scale.
He's like, I know you could see it.
He starts having a goddamn meltdown. And then that's when we get the huge explosion of blood and the loudest sound in the world as we see Kangdu's head is now off of his body. It followed quickly by BG9. I'm like, holy shit.
Did you see when they were wheeling them out?
Yeah, gruesome, dog.
I was
gruesome.
Like, God damn.
And then Jugrim basically explains that upon death, all those that were given His Majesty's soul will have their powers absorbed by His Majesty. And that includes all of their knowledge and skills that they've possessed.
Whoa.
So basically, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying for Yuha, right? Here's a good idea. We find Bruce Lee. We give Bruce Lee a little bit of Yuha's blood. Then when he dies, he will get all of Bruce Lee's skills.
We're just going to hear the what?
Yeah, he's all of a sudden an MMA master, like, whatever, kung fu fighting master. Then he goes around and just starts picking people. Top dogs all the way across the board.
Man.
He's smart thinkers. What's Stephen Hawking doing? I bet he likes some Yuha blood. Like, come on.
He'll be able to walk again.
Yeah, you could really get some folks out there with this one.
Yeah.
Yep. And imagine you get Stephen Hawking's brain after he dies, his intellect, his knowledge.
I wonder if you get like a headache when you get that brain power. You're just like, shit.
Yeah. It's got probably pretty similar to Brain Blast for Jimmy Neutron. So.
Yep.
But Yuha could be using this much better to his advantage. And this is where we find out that there is some sort of alternative motive going on, because we're talking about all this fun that he could be having. And Jugrim says that His Majesty's true goal is not in the Soul Society, and it's up to him to decide what exactly his goal is. But this is where we learn that His Majesty must continue to fight and absorb souls or else, and then mouse talking. We don't get to find out what that is. So there could be some contingent where basically now Yuha is like forced to, he has to do this over and over and over and over.
Oh my God. It's come full circle, guys. He's the original Bount.
Yep.
I'm not going to say they cut anything because I think they're moving it to later, but there was a shit ton of Yuha flashback that should have happened by now and that they have not talked about. So they're moving it to later.
Interesting. Maybe we're going to get some fat ass info dump, like just a big ass Yuha flashback.
One of the episodes is going to be all Yuha.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah. I could see them doing that for sure, especially if we get all the way up to the Ichibei fight. I could see them shoehorning that right in there before then.
Damn, that's going to be sick.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then he also does make a nod to Uryu, basically saying, like, you did drink his blood, so now you two are stuck. Like you cannot
You're in the
escape
cycle.
This. Yep. And we see Rukia now. She's kind of hopping around the Soul Society, and she is making a note that she can't sense much spiritual pressure from any of the other Soul Reapers, and probably a sign that nothing is going all that good. And she says, because of that, it might be a good idea for her just to go back to Renji. Like, which is also thinking woman. It's like, if you can't sense anything, it's like, you know what? Let me go get Renji. We'll just go around as a squad. We'll wipe the floor.
Go together.
And then
Buddy
we see
system.
a random hand all of a sudden grab her, and we hear As Nodt's voice whisper in her ear. Were you guys wearing a headset when you guys were listening to this?
No, I was just watching it on my TV, but
Yeah.
damn.
That was ASMR shit right there.
Oh yeah, it was. It went right into your ear. I was like,
holy
ooh.
shit!
I was like, that was nice. They did everything with As Nodt. Well, fantastic. Really, they did a good job.
It was perfect.
Yeah. So we get that spooky little scene right there, and then we get the reveal that As Nodt is there, and he's pretty pissed off that he doesn't have Senbon Zakura anymore. He's pretty tilted over that.
I'm lonely.
Yeah, he wants to. He's like, where is it? Where, like, give me my fucking Senbon Zakura. He's straight up like, where's Byakuya? Like, come on, like, send him back down here. And this is where we get the exchange where he's kind of talking with Rukia, and he's like, you think that, like, if I kill you, you'll come down here? Like, how am I going to get this exchange to happen?
Man knows what he wants.
Yeah, he's a man. He knows what he wants. He's going to take what he wants, even if that means killing Rukia. It's not that big of a deal. So Rukia does Sori no Shirayuki here, and she uses that to create an ice wall, which I thought was like, all right, good usage. Good usage. We're already pumping it up. We're not stuck to the same two moves that she's done the rest of the anime. So As Nodt notes that it is useless for her to use that ice because fear can't be blocked by ice. And that's when we see the purple poison stuff kind of seep through this ice wall that she's made and touch Rukia's hand. And Rukia notes like, oh, well, this is fear. And then she asks As Nodt what is his fear. Potentially it's the fact that his fear having no effect is his fear. And Rukia says that if you don't believe it, go ahead and point those spears at me once more. And she says this is the true Soda no Shiryuki. And she's just going to fucking eat a couple of those spears get thrown right at her. So As Nodt obliges, of course, shoots them right at Rukia. And she catches them just straight up. Just like,
what a fucking badass, though.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, no biggie, no biggie. And she says it just takes her a while for her to be able to draw out her Zanpakuto's true power. So that's why the original one, she kind of had to dodge. She had to use the ice wall. You know, it takes her a second to get used to it. And As Nodt is basically like, yeah, so what? Like I said, it can't be stopped by ice. The slightest skin contact allows it to dissolve and seep in. It can never be blocked ever. And then we get a fat ass speech about what is fear. All things instinctively avoid death, which in other words is fear. As long as you're alive, fear will always have an effect. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da, which was really well done, by the way. Not la-di-da-di-da.
But we get it. Shit, fear isn't everything.
Yeah,
that's
I understand As Nodt. Thank you. I didn't come for the lecture. So Rukia is basically, yeah, I understand. Like, you know, as long as you're alive, fear is going to have an effect. That's why it's not going to have an effect on me. I'm not alive right now. And so it turns out that Soda no Shiryuki is not a Zanpakuto that emits freezing air from its tip like she thought it was. It is instead one that lowers the body temperature of its possessor to below freezing. And she says that all that comes into contact with it freezes over, and the blade that she's holding is nothing more than something to extend the range of its freezing. So As Nodt at this point is in denial, and he said that that's not possible because if that was the case, your bodily functions would cease to function, for lack of a better word. And Rukia says that by controlling her own reishi, she's gained the ability to temporarily kill her body. So all molecular movement within her body has ceased, and even the fear that has seeped into her has lost its effect the moment it touched her body. And that's when we see Rukia start to hop into action here and find out that she's a fucking badass all of a sudden. She jumps forward and takes out a fucking chunk of As Nodt's shoulder. And she's negative 18 degrees Celsius where blood freezes. So literally the chunk is frozen and there's no blood coming out. Incredibly well done. Then we get negative 50 degrees Celsius where the water in the ground underneath her starts to freeze, causing an ice quake similar to Yamamoto. Very similar to Yamamoto. We get negative 273.15 degrees, which is apparently absolute zero. And she's only able to function at this temperature for 4 seconds as she jumps again and just completely freezes As Nodt at this point. And then she begins slowly counting down back to her regular temperature. And she notes here that she has to take her time on doing it to prevent her body from breaking down. And we see her finger get a little cut on there. And that's when we find out that she probably went just a little bit past 4 seconds, which you really got to think if you flash forward to the adult Rukia in the series Rukia, she's probably pretty fucking broken.
Beast, right?
Yeah, she's probably pretty broken if she could aim that past 4 seconds.
I mean, you seen her Bankai in BBS and she's jumping around while using it.
Yeah. So I have a technical question, and this is more we're gonna spoil some stuff later. This goes more towards Hitsugaya versus Rukia's Bankai. This is a tale as old as fucking time. So, and Pythes is really your question, Jose. You probably have some knowledge on this too. Hitsugaya's Bankai is referred to as the strongest ice type Zanpakuto. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Rukia's Soda no Shiryuki is the most beautiful ice Zanpakuto.
Yeah.
So Rukia's freezes everything instantly, like especially her Bankai, just like boom, fucking done. What is the difference of that effect versus Hitsugaya's actual Bankai, where he goes like adult version?
Hitsugaya's is like weather control, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weather.
So if the two, here's what I'm saying: if the two were to do their freezing at the same time, would it just be the same effect across the board?
I'm imagining Rukia's would be colder, but Hitsugaya's would be stronger and have a wider radius of effect.
Okay, so maybe Hitsugaya can produce more of it, where Rukia can go colder.
I mean, even in like the Arankar arc, he's like freezing tentacles from water. He's calling shit down from the sky.
Yeah,
like Rukia's is focused on her, and it
emits from her, right?
Yeah, and it's freezing her temperature, which freezes other things. Hitsugaya's is just straight up ice control.
Okay, so it's almost like Hitsugaya can create ice from nothing, whereas in Rukia is created from her.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's about right.
Yeah, that kind of, how pissed would you be if that was yours and somebody's walking around being able to create ice whenever the fuck you want? I would be so tilted. That's like a Pokemon situation where like fucking Rukia went first and was like, oh my God, I want that ice one. And then Gary hits a guy, comes walking behind.
Picks the better one.
I'm going to take that ice one. And it's like, oh, thanks, Grandpa. Mine's the strongest one. Thanks. And then like, dude, what the fuck? And also, in the series, they're both captains. So now we have two captains that are ice-based. Like, what? We put all of our marbles into one bag.
Well, I mean, what's his name? Ishin had like a fire. He had a fire Zanpakuto when he was.
And we have the old man Yama.
Yeah,
true.
So they can double up.
But I mean, I don't know. I guess it's a similar situation where Ishin's is more based on his blood, right?
Yeah, it's burn in Getsu, and Yamamoto's is fuck you.
Both good points.
Like
I guess we just double
today.
up on the elements. How come we don't really have anybody that's wind based?
Soifon? But
But
I mean, it's not her Zanpakuto.
Yeah, that's her Shunko or Shinpo, whatever it's called.
That seems like a hole in the market, though, huh?
You want the Avatar to come in?
Well, I'm just saying, if we're going by based off of elements, it seems like it'd be pretty obvious to do a wind one. I mean,
True, because I mean, we got R.I.P. our boy, lightning user.
Lightning. The purple lightning.
The purple lightning, to be specific.
you know who else was able to use lightning?
Yoroichi?
Karia.
Jin Karia.
Oh, Karia, yeah.
My boy Buddy's nose, dog. My boy.
Karia is so cool. Fuck you, fight me.
Yeah. I mean, hey, he was designed by Kubo, so you cannot get mad at the design, at the very least.
He's also based on Kensei, apparently, Sam.
Yeah, you saw that. Let's go.
I retweeted that shit.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, it is what it is, dog. If you're not following our Twitter, you're missing out. That's all I gotta say. You're missing out on half the content. So, back to the episode. Let's see. Basically, Rukia is counting down back to her regular temperature, as we were saying. And just as she gets done counting, we all of a sudden see a very scary flash of As Nodt appear out of nowhere, and he starts his little spiel again. He says, fear, you call this fear. And this is where we see a flashback of As Nodt, where he's in the hospital, he's looking horrible, he's not having a good time, and he is saying how agonizing just breathing is. And this is where I realized, by the way, we might have talked about this before, I have fucking dementia boomer brain. That's Kirito's voice actor. That is fucking Kirito from Sword Art.
Oh my God! Thank you. I was trying to remember
voice
this
actor,
whole
dog.
time.
The whole fucking time. I was like,
What a
was not
badass.
until he talked regularly in the hospital. Like, oh my God,
Yeah,
like that's fucking Kirito's voice actor. And I
have
don't
no clue what sub Kirito sounds like.
As Not in the
Just like As
hospital,
Nodt.
right there. That is literally, you could take that voice, put it into Sword Art. That's Kirito. That's the Japanese version of Kirito.
I guess I have to believe you.
I ain't telling no lies here, but I'm just saying, shocking the revelation for me, which I got to give credit. Hey, great voice actor at that point. I mean, great voice actor. He went ape shit this episode.
It's
really
like
good.
what's his name? Nanami's voice actor. He's in a bunch of other stuff. He's Overhaul.
Oh yeah, but I feel like that voice,
It's
he's
more
got
unique.
The evil villain voice, you know, where it's like he's kind of the same-ish voice. If I had not heard As Nodt in the fucking hospital, never in a million years would I've gone, that's Kirito. That's Kirito. I would not have noticed that.
Which Kirito? Kirito from Sword Art Online or Kirito Uchiha from Our Boys fanfiction?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're kind of the same character, probably a little bit of an off branch. So I would imagine they're probably voiced by the same voice actor. I'll have to get back to you on that, Python, and I'll get a ruling from Kage on that, okay?
Yeah, shout outs to Kage.
Mm-hmm. So As Nodt is wondering if heaven is a place where you could breathe easy, and if hell is a place where maybe agonizing, an even more agonizing place to breathe than where he is already. And that's when we see Yuha appear, and he says, "You've survived. I shall bestow a power onto you," which is eerily looking like the Evangelion scene in the hospital. So
the flashbacks.
not that great. As Nodt begins to crack out of his frozen body now in the current time, literally ripping the skin off of his face.
Gruesome. I
Yeah,
thought it was super
really
cool
gruesome.
though.
He says-
I really was excited for this. 'Cause
Yeah.
Kubo never really does horror, so this was an interesting.
They did a
take.
really good job adapting it to. Really, really good job. And he says that the only thing he has to fear is being rebuked by his majesty. And this is where his eyes become like the fucking Quincy Cross as they start to roll back into his goddamn head, and he activates his Volstanic. And he becomes some spooky ass zombie looking shit.
Rips his chest
just
open and
real
the
gnarly,
heart's
you know.
pumping and stuff.
And it's Tatar Forest. I don't know if I butchered that or not, but Rukia doesn't miss a fucking beat and jumps towards him, and she's just like unable to hit him with every slash that she does. And he says, "It's impossible. You can't reach me because you have cold feet." And he says the cells in your body may be inactive at below freezing temperatures, but your nerves are still active. So Tartar Forest instills fears in you through your optic nerves, through the eyes. So you make eye contact with him, you become scared. And this is where we see Rukia suddenly get surrounded by like a wall of his eyes, and she attempts to close her eyes. Classic. She tried to do mask masculine, reverse Uno card, didn't work. And we see she has a vision of Orihime, Byakuya, and Ichigo all like right next to each other as they start to decompose. Similar thing to what Byakuya saw. And a swarm of flies begin to take over Rukia's body. She fucking screams, and that's when Byakuya returns. The boy makes his return.
Big
just
bro
cuts
mode.
the whole fucking wall of eyes in half.
Nisama.
Yeah. We love Byakuya here. And As Nodt is like so excited. He's like, let's go. Let's go.
Like the way his eyes just go weep into the little U shapes. I was like, my God.
He's so happy to see Byakuya again. And he basically starts trash talking Byakuya. He's like, hey, like, how are your innards doing that I got a job?
Yeah.
Like, I bet you're pretty hungry. Huh? I pulled your stomach out. What's up, dog? I'm like, damn, this is like elementary school trash talk. Like, come at me. He's trying to bait Byakuya hard.
I fucked your mom.
Yeah, this is exactly what it is. And so Rukia at this point tries to warn Byakuya to not make eye contact with him, but I mean, way too late of a fucking warning to begin with. Like, I'd be pissed if I ended up falling into that. And so he begins to summon, and I have a question. I don't really know. He summons eyes towards him. I don't know if it was part of As Nodt's body, if it was part of like stomachs that he's making fun of Byakuya with and start flying towards him. What was that?
Yeah, a big spooky thing.
Yeah, it had squishy sound effects.
It
That's
was
why
the
like,
Akira thing again.
Yeah, I was like, is it maybe just like his stomach? But then he spawns eyes on it. I don't know.
It's just cool. It's just cool.
Yeah, we're not going to look into that too much. Byakuya just roasts them immediately with his Senbon and As Nodt is basically, he's impressed. He's like, damn, boy. He's like, he thinks Byakuya had already gone around and surrounded the area with his Senbon, and he's like, man, I really wish I got to keep that Bankai. That is a useful fucking Bankai. And that's when Byakuya's like, well, actually, this is just Shikai. Like, just fucking Shikai.
I do love that. He's like, check this out. Shows him the hilt.
Yeah. And he's like, thanks to being stolen by you, I was able to discover the true essence of Senbon. And he goes on this whole fucking poetry tangent. I'm going to try and I don't even know. He says, bonds are like a something bullshit painting where one must take a step back to discover its true form. Hey, thanks God it's not like one of those magic eye paintings. Have you guys looked at the magic eye things where you have to like make your eyes cross-eyed to see it? Dude, I cannot do those. I can't do them.
It hurt.
I love them.
Can you do them?
Yeah.
Dude, I have tried because, if you're new to the channel, I used to work at Barnes & Noble many, many, many years. So we used to get those coming in all the time. I would waste so much goddamn time.
You're just staring at
staring at this book. Like, I don't get it, man. And then there's a different thing for every person where it's like, oh, you got to get really close. You got to get really close and then pull slowly back. Oh, you need to be like back and cross your eyes. Like, it never fucking works. You guys I'm convinced everybody's in on it.
It's just a joke.
Yeah, it's just one big joke that somebody started.
And all to get Sam.
This joke started by me to fuck with you before I knew you existed.
Yeah, it just somebody had the great idea of the biggest in joke in the world, and nobody wants to be out of the in joke, and they're like, "Yeah, I can see it.
I see it, dude."
I'm sitting there like, I don't fucking see it. I don't get it. I have no fucking idea. Anyways, Byakuya was able to get it, so he figured it out, and now he has his true form of Zanpakuto. And As Nodt here begins to fucking rip himself up some more, tears up his middle part, starts saying how he's never gonna kill Byakuya, he's gonna keep him alive. Fuck with him the whole time, and he starts to just completely deform and kind of grow. And Byakuya is now talking to Rukia at this point, and he's like, hey, yeah, I could sense your spiritual pressure even as I was coming down here. And he says, you've become strong, Rukia. Rukia gets all teary-eyed, has a flashback of the OG times where Byakuya was about to sentence her to her death back in the first arc, because that's a fond memory right there. And Byakuya says that fear feeds off the insecurity in one's heart. Do you have fear, Rukia? And Rukia goes, no. And this is where we get the end song beginning to play, which I wish it was something else, but it was still good. I still enjoyed it. As Nodt says time to end this Byakuya Kuchiki, which Byakuya pulls a classic Dragon Ball Z here. And Byakuya turns away and goes, nah, I'm not going to be the one putting you in your grave.
Yes,
I just starts to walk away. He taps Gohan on the shoulder and walks off. And then Byakuya says, take a good look, Rukia. It's not your fear reflected in him. If there's no fear in your heart and what you're seeing is his own fright. And that's where we get Bankai, Hakai no Togame, or I don't fucking know if what might type that. And ice shoots to the sky, starts spreading all over towards where fucking As Nodt is. And we get the flashback. As Nodt's back in the hospital saying how he's scared. He's questioning if he's going to die. And we see his literal metaphorical letter F begin to freeze. That's how goddamn cold it is. She's freezing the in-between scene, and it slowly starts beginning to crack. It's like As Nodt's having a meltdown, then he's gonna die, and it breaks into little flakes, and we see that As Nodt's huge-ass form is completely frozen, falling apart, crumbling, and Rukia is standing there looking fucking beautiful in her new Bankai.
Okay, I was gonna say, she's gorgeous,
Yeah.
especially the close up of eyes, the
and
eyelashes.
her outfit, which I guess I didn't quite put together, is like made of ice. Like,
Yeah,
it's
the whole
ice.
thing
Like,
is
the
ice.
whole outfit is
Yep.
ice. And I'm like, damn, that is fucking cool. And then when Byakuya pops up and grabs her hand that's like on her Zanpakuto, and it freezes him a little bit. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
love
like,
Byakuya.
oh, he's such a good big brother.
And Byakuya's like, undo
Besides
it
trying to
slowly,
sentence her to
Rukia.
death.
Well, yeah, we look over that one, And Byakuya tells her just undo it slowly, and that was a magnificent Bankai. But it's also a difficult Bankai, and the tiniest of missteps will cost you your life. So she has to be very cautious when using it. And Rukia begins slowly defrosting herself, and Byakuya starts to walk away and says, let's go, Rukia. Let's protect the Soul Society.
I thought that was so badass. They're gonna go pick up Renji wherever the hell he is.
Full circle. And when we get the end credit scene, which is immediately, because we're already in the credits as this whole thing's happening, we see Asane and Yachiru, where Asane's getting a lot of little scenes here and there.
Like these.
They knew I'd be watching.
Yeah, they know what the people want. And what the people want is Asane, apparently.
Yep.
So 2 eyes appear from the shadows behind them, and a creepy old man Stern Ritter pops out and gets on Isane's back, and Yachiru immediately jumps out to punch him right in the fucking cheek.
Just walks up and just socks him in the face.
And so, but he disappears all of a sudden. And Yachiru is like, that's weird. It felt like I hit him, but then all of a sudden she can't remember what she was even trying to hit. And we see Yachiru get fucking slugged upside the cheek with nothing being there. And there's a voice that says his presence will completely disappear from your sight and mind. And then we have a poem on the end, which I assume is Grimmy telling the poem. And he says that beauty means that there is nothing there. And that is it. That is the end of the episode. This fight so far to me felt the most accurate to the old school Bleach fights, where I think there was a lot of back and forth in dialogue, which is what I remember from old school Bleach. You get like a quick little few jabs back and forth, and then immediately goes to, here's my power. Here's why your power doesn't work. Well, my power does this. Here's why this doesn't work. And then they go again.
Then we get into the philosophy of the whole thing.
That was classic Bleach to me. This Rukia fight was the closest thing I think we've gotten to OG Bleach.
And I think all the visuals, everything to do with As Nodt this episode was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went out of their way to make it look creepy.
They really did knock it out of the park. I don't know who was, I would hope to believe maybe they fucking overlooked As Nodt. Even his full standing with the purple, little spiky circles behind him was cool. Really, really cool. They did a great job with him. His voice was good. His little flashes on the screen and stuff were really good. They made him spooky. They really did.
And normally I'm the guy that I prefer the manga. This was made superior by the anime. It's just straight up better.
Yeah.
And
I saw
I could see that.
a lot of stuff where it's they did some cuts, they did some changes. I did not see. Normally I see a lot of discourse oh, why'd they cut this? Why'd they do that? And that's where I kind of learned about some of the stuff happening. Not a single person was upset by it.
Yeah.
I think generally everybody loved this episode.
The only thing that was a major difference, As Nodt's flashback was at the end of the fight after he was already defeated.
Interesting.
Oh, so he got the Espada effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had the Espada effect, you're right.
Okay, well, I liked how they did it much more. I feel like it really kind of set up this little character, and you see where he began, where he got the powers. Then you see his fears at the end. He doesn't want to die. It's he's like, fuck. Although I do think, I saw someone saying that the one difference also in the dialogue of As Nodt was he was very afraid of going to hell. That was part of his fear.
Ooh.
He wasn't sure where he was going to go. And
So
that's part of why he was like, fuck.
Maybe Hellverse?
Yeah.
We'll get to that in my notes. There is some stuff I have for that.
Okay,
cool.
Okay, because that I know is one of the things for sure that people are like, yeah, that's the only thing where it's little hint nudge up where he was super scared of that. But I don't think we've heard anything. Obviously, we've only ever got one chapter. We talk about the Hell arc all the fucking time. We've not got any official confirmation. Do the Quincy's go to fucking hell? Are the Sterners going there? Are they just dissolved back into Yuha?
Oh, imagine fucking Hellverse zombie asking.
Yeah. I have to assume that they dissolve back into Yuha.
Yeah. He takes him back into his body, right?
Because otherwise, Yuha could infinite money glitch.
Yep.
Just go get them out of hell, redo over and over again, and then he's chilling.
But now Yuha's in a big crystal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, you can't do it at the end of the series, but in another world, he could infinite money glitch his powers.
GTA this shit.
Yeah, he put in the cheat code, called a good game. I saw my notes for it. I felt like it went pretty quick. It was pretty good, but fire ass episode. The only thing I do also want to note, and I don't know if they did this on purpose, but I love the parallel regardless. Episode 6 is what we're on core 2. Episode 6 and core 1, Yama Bankai. episode 6
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Rukia Bankai. So
Fire and ice, baby.
Fire and ice.
So,
which I don't know if they did that on purpose, but I love it.
I'd like to think it was just serendipity.
Yeah, I agree.
It just worked out that well, and if I was working on the show, I'd be like, yeah, we did that. We did that.
We did that on purpose.
We totally made that.
We'll collect that award later.
Because how you cannot set that up better, where you get the fucking badass fire Zanpakuto and the badass ice Zanpakuto. Dude, amazing. Both incredible episodes.
These have been some really good episodes lately.
Yeah, the last two in particular have been very, very good. And then we're going into the Kenpachi fight coming up.
We'll probably see Yachiru
listen, let's have a group talk here. Are we ready to say goodbye to Yachiru forever?
No,
because
she's amazing. I thought she's hilarious.
I was just gonna say we didn't see her last season except moaning over Kenpachi. I missed her being funny.
Yeah, and this is one of the last times we're gonna see her forever,
guys. The chairwoman of the Women's Association
gone.
Yeah, she's gonna be gone.
Yep, dissolved.
Who's taken over and now can't handle that shit?
No, we need that free spirit sort of spot. It's got to be a newbie, maybe somebody newly introduced.
And Unohana's the one that started it, so she's gone too.
Dissolve it from the ground up. Dissolve it from the ground up.
It's gonna be Rangiku. It's gonna be drunks and Lisa's hentai all over the place.
Oh God, that'd be the worst.
All right, pass it to your notes. Anything we missed? Anything you want to expand on, Pythes?
Let's see. Well, I'm just saying. My first thing I wrote down was my prediction that we wouldn't see Ichigo for 3 more episodes was fucking wrong.
Yeah. I thought for sure his coming down was gonna be the end credit scene. I would have bet so much money.
That's what I was going on.
No, right in the beginning. Right in the fucking beginning.
So the opening scene that in the manga that happens right before the Bambi fight.
Wow. Okay, that's way earlier.
Some stuff is moved around. I think it's working a lot better.
Hey, I gotta say that's no better reason to mess with stuff than to fix pacing issues.
Yeah, that's good directing.
That's one of the things that they have going for it, that the whole thing is done, where they're like, okay, well, listen, we literally have the fucking blueprints right here. How would we improve that? Go for it.
In the manga, it just felt like a boss rush. Like this guy, this guy, this guy. Now they're spreading it out. They're switching it around. It's really good.
Yeah, they were kind of making a classic story build up here, which is good. Really, really good.
And I guess to skip ahead a little bit, the execution that we witnessed, that happens after the Bambi fight.
Jeez,
okay.
They've been dead. So the conversation that all the Squad Zero have about how Ichigo is different, Ichibei does expand on what he means. He says he's not stronger in the normal way. He's stronger in both body, but in spirit as well. And that's what makes him a true Soul Reaper.
Okay, interesting. So, I mean, by that, testament, let's say, is Byakuya also a true Soul Reaper now? Because I feel like that was his only flaw, right? Was that his will, and let's just say testament again, was not very strong.
We'll have the Byakuya TED Talk later.
Okay.
I have a lot to say about him. He's the best character in Bleach.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far, but continue.
So during the execution, which happens right after the Bambi fight, holy fuck, they've been dead. Yuha was there, and Uryu was not.
Interesting.
Huh. Okay.
What are they cooking in the kitchen with that? That is interesting.
Yeah, so like Yuha hadn't gone to sleep yet. Uryu was off doing God knows what. So it's interesting. So they shortened the execution a lot.
I just think the reason why they're bringing Uryu into that, like the execution, is probably just to give him more of a pivotal role into it and let him see like what's going on, like here's how things are going, where before he's MIA. And it's like, well, what the fuck was Uryu doing? Why the fuck does Uryu care? But now he's seeing it firsthand.
We don't see him for a long time in the manga, right?
Yeah, you see him in the after credit scene. That was in the manga. And then I don't remember seeing him again for quite a while.
Yeah, so this is just because, this is his big arc, right? So Uryu needs to be more involved. So I think that's good, and especially because he's literally, like Jugrim says in that scene, he is the successor, Why not just take out Yuha and replace him with Uryu,
We'll find out. So the execution got shortened by a little bit. In it, since Yuha's there, BG9 is begging for his and Kangdu's life, saying that they were defeated, but they were revived by the Volsterndik, and that they can still fight.
Which is good points.
Yugrim gives the whole speech about fortune and balance. and he tries to cut Kangdu, and Kangdu does the whole iron thing. But Kangdu actually talks a little bit of shit first. He says, "Did you forget my ability? It's not difficult for me to stop your blade. Try and cut me. I won't be killed by anyone other than His Majesty."
Ooh.
And then it continues as normal.
Oh, and yeah, then he gets his head fucking chopped off.
Yeah, it didn't work that well for him.
By the way, holy shit, the bloody stump of his head.
Yeah, I know.
I like the little detail that BG9 bleeds oil.
Yeah, it's all black.
I went back to look at that just to check. So there was a scene like right after this where they explain Yuha's birth. And then after that is when you get the scene where Yugram's like, "I'm going to tell Uryu about Yuha." And then there's a different flashback to Yuha's youth.
See, that's why I think they're saving it for some mega drop of info.
They might do, I mean, if they did the Bankai releases like Yamamoto's and Rukia's at the same time, and then we got everything but the rain in the last like 2 episodes of the season, we could get that for Yuha.
True.
Interesting. I like that. They're saving it for later. So when we cut to Rukia, they had skipped a scene where Rukia and Renji are like flying down to Soul Society and talking about what to do after they land. And Rukia's like, "We're not going to cause too much trouble, so after we fight someone, we should lay low."
Smart, yeah, true.
And then after that, Renji had been taking a nap after the fight, and he wakes up and it's dawn now. So in the manga,
he slept through a good bit of it.
Well, in the manga, it's just now daytime.
Ah, gotcha.
And he was being observed by a fucking weird Quincy you will not remember. So I'm just not going to bother talking about him.
Good to know.
Yeah, and that's about it. They cut that out. They'll probably move that somewhere else. Oh yeah, the visuals in pretty much all of As Nodt's speech about fear is anime only and is amazing.
Interesting.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, like I said, I feel like they took a lot of care in As Nodt, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna make this fucking cool as hell," and they did it.
Even the sound that he made when he was walking on that weird water shit when he was first introduced was crazy.
Yeah,
true.
They put a lot of care into him. That's why I'm saying they did a good job.
He really felt like a problem, and I decided, fuck it, I want to know. So I went to the conversion between Celsius and Fahrenheit. So minus 18 Celsius is a 0.04 Fahrenheit.
Damn.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Minus 50 is minus 58 Fahrenheit.
Love that.
And minus 273.15 is minus, let's see, 459.67 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that would freeze me. That freeze me.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
You'll be flash frozen.
Man, Rukia's power is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
She's got a great power.
So in the manga, there's just a Bible on As Nodt's bedside, which is why I think his thoughts are turning to heaven and hell.
Okay. That makes sense.
A bit more obvious at that point. Like, we're just gonna put a Bible on his fucking bookshelf. Yep. Thank you.
I don't know why they cut that out. So it's weird, but they cut that out, I guess. It reminds me of my favorite part of Can't Fear Your Own World, which is the welcoming committee of the people that tell you your religion is wrong when you show up in Soul Society.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. That's funny.
But, I mean, maybe that's why they cut it out, where I feel like a lot of this stuff, it just comes down to where it's like, is it relevant? Do we need to draw a book there? It's like, no.
Nah.
No, you
don't.
No
sense in wasting, like 30 seconds of someone.
Would we be better off using it for a cool fight or a Bible on the book stand? Like, no, thank you.
A Bible spelled wrong. Kubo spelled the word Bible wrong.
Love that.
They cut out a single line when As Nodt's talking about how he fears Yuha rebuking him, because that would mean having his entire body taken away. And as someone who was like a paraplegic in a bed, you can see where that fear comes from.
Got it.
Okay, makes sense.
It kind of sucks for As Nodt thinking that he was started off as that paraplegic in a bed, and then he walks around looking the way he does. Like, that's not an attractive look. You didn't make out well with that. Like Candace, Bambi, some of the other guys, they look normal. And what happened?
I'd say, Candace is a little.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
He got to move.
True.
Got fucked up by the fallen man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He got fucked over in that exchange.
So Tartar Foras, or however the fuck you say it, is fear of God.
Oh, cool. Okay, that's a great
I thought it was like a
translation.
play on Tartaros or something like that.
Maybe Tartarus has something to do with fear. I'm not familiar.
Maybe
with
it's a play on Tata for now.
Yo, Tigger coming in here.
Yup.
Yeah.
Tigger's the real A, the almighty. None of you are going to get this, but As Nodt looks like an Akuma from D. Gray Man.
I tried to watch D. Gray Man really quick. I just spoke about this the other day, actually. That shit was boring.
Read the manga. The anime's trash.
Okay, maybe that was my problem. I tried to watch the anime.
Also, the art sucks until like volume 6. So good luck with that shit.
Well, volume 6, in the grand scheme of things, I don't feel is that long of a time to get to. But yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I think Bleach looked the same from volume 1 to 6. It doesn't change until Soul Society, really.
Yeah, that's true. The character design doesn't change.
So it could be worse.
Yeah. And shout out to all my FromSoft fans. Fucking As Nodt's weird eye shit was like Bloodborne. Eyes on the inside.
Here, let me be someone on the internet really quick.
Yeah.
The Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc was done before Bloodborne Pythes, so
Oh yeah, so Miyazaki and his Eldritch bullshit was like As Nodt though.
Yes.
Yeah.
As Nodt will make a fucking awesome Bloodborne boss.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So I wrote, oh my god, Byakuya has to fight a guy with crazy eye powers again.
Yup. Hey, you best be speaking to Zamari in the afterlife because they both got roasted. Is all I could say.
What? Shouldn't we had to fight the gun guy again?
True. What the fuck? Kubo, mix it up. Split up the enemies. What the hell?
I just think that's really fucking funny.
You passed it along.
So this scene hit so hard was Byakuya telling Rukia that she's become strong.
Yeah. Yep. They did a good job.
It was really nice. It was a nice touching moment.
And that gave her the ability to break through her fear and use Bankai because she's been recognized by her brother.
Big brother Byakuya.
I love you,
Best
big brother.
He's so good. Hakuno no Togame is White Haze Punishment. And Byakuya is saying, let's go protect Soul Society is so big, it's him recognizing her as an equal and going, let's fight side by side to save this instead of, I will protect you.
Yeah, that's true.
And it also goes full circle to when he was asking Ichigo to protect the Soul Society, but now he's like, no, fuck
now
it.
we can do it too with
get
our own power.
Let's get it done.
It's good. And that's the end of my notes.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Fire episode. So and then we get the Grimmy fight coming up, which is going to be pure action all the way across the board. It's going to be crazy.
We also have the Achiru fight before that.
Yeah, I don't remember much about that fight.
I feel like that's going to be super quick, though.
It's going to be short.
Yeah.
It's going to be very short, but I'm going to be hyped for it.
Yeah, I mean, the coolest part of that is when Kabashi finally shows up, dog. That's just going to be gangster. It's going to be really, really good.
We are blowing through these episodes. This was episode 6, right?
Yeah. Which that means we're about at the halfway point because I think, if I recall correctly,
13.
The final episode is going to be the same thing like they did last year, where it's like a mega episode. You know, so we zoom in. We zoom in real fast.
So my prediction of the last thing that happens is Ichigo comes down and saves Kenpachi is probably wrong.
Yeah.
Because this is either going to take an episode or an episode and a half, maybe 2. And then we'll be at, what, 8?
From what I've seen from people talking about leaks, I've been trying to avoid leaks. I don't know where these people get the fucking leaks for Bleach from. It amazes me.
It's all over
time.
Twitter.
Yeah, I've been trying to avoid them a lot, but it seems to me like it's been all but confirmed the Kenpachi fight is going to be one episode. Like, with Grimmy.
Shit.
It's not going to be a multi-episode sort of deal. So who knows where the fuck we're going to end in this one. And I've seen some more interviews and stuff that have been going around from Marita-san and some of the people that are working on the anime. They're already working on Core 3. They're already doing the writing and stuff like that. Apparently, which is what they said. So, I mean, you feel free to weigh in on this. So I feel like for Core 2, before it even began, they gave us the same thing where it's like, Core 2 is going to have all kinds of new scenes. Like, all kinds. There were a bunch, but I feel like none of them were very long. Most of them were end credit stuff. In
credits and like logistical. Here, this character's doing this thing.
Yeah, just a little like covering of tracks.
So I didn't think anything was too crazy. Obviously, the Shinji Bankai one kind of is lessened because we saw it in the trailer, but that is a big scene that they added. That is giant. They're doing the same thing with season 3 is what they're saying, where they're already pumping up. We're doing all kinds of original stuff, all kinds. But now I feel like my excitement for that is lessened because they did that same thing for Core 2, where they were like, Core 2, you're gonna start seeing all of the new stuff. It's gonna be fucking great. I'm like, yeah, awesome. And then now Core 3, they're like, new stuff. All right, I mean, sure, I'm down for new stuff. I'm not gonna say no to it, but I'm not nearly as excited hearing about it.
Although I do have to say, we're only halfway through the season.
True.
There's still more time.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
They could give us some random stuff in there.
The biggest thing that I think they could do, which my memory might be betraying me here, I would love some sort of closure on Yachiru. Please.
I agree. We never got to say goodbye to her.
Nothing. We don't even know if Kenpachi finds out. We have no fucking idea. So
we do know.
We do.
We'll get there. When he uses Bankai. Spoilers.
And he figures out that Yachiru is in there.
It's her voice, right?
It's her voice telling him to use Bankai.
Okay, because I feel like I remember from my memory that Kenpachi, the fight ends, and he's like, "Where's Yachiru?"
Yeah, I thought he does ask for her.
Yeah, he does, and then he uses Bankai way later, so he has some time to figure it out.
Okay. So I'm just misremembering the timing of things. Yeah, I thought for sure he's just still like, man, where the fuck did Yachiru go? Like, sure wished I knew where she went.
Damn, he lost Yachiru Nahana, and now he's gonna lose his Yachiru.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's a bad time.
I don't know if he's the kind of guy to talk to his Zanpakuto.
He will now.
So I'm like, is he sitting there like with his sword having conversations with Yachiru, or is it just the last he's gonna see her forever?
Yeah, it's a great point, because now that he can use Bankai, right, it doesn't necessarily mean he's still gonna have that conversation, because he's still Kenpachi at the end of the day. You know, he's not gonna sit down and have that conversation with his Zanpakuto.
The only time he ever tried to talk to it is after Ichigo beat his ass, and his Zanpakuto doesn't talk back.
Yep. Yeah, so he's probably still scarred from that day. Fuck you, Zanpakuto. I'm not gonna speak to you anymore.
I hope it's like, you remember Misty and Psyduck, where Yachiru just pops up whenever she wants.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome. No joke.
Yeah. That would be cool if he's able to see Yachiru still. Who do you think Kenpachi's going to put as his lieutenant? Do we know that?
It was Ikaku.
It was Ikaku? Okay.
No, why? How can it be Ikaku when I thought he moved to do his own swords training school in the Hell Arc.
You can do both.
Okay. I thought he was some retired old boomer that just left somewhere else.
No. He has the badge.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. It isn't Ikaku's, not to diss my bald brethren here, but isn't Ikaku's Bankai just like permanently broken?
It's broken, but not unusable.
Yeah, like, come on.
I mean, he uses it coming up soon, doesn't he?
Does it? I don't remember that.
I don't remember. Maybe it was a fever dream.
Watch it never be in the manga, and Jose just willed that scene into existence in the upcoming season.
I hope so. I've done it with Grimjo.
That's Jose's Bankai.
Yeah,
oh my god, it's like the Green Lantern.
Grimy light of Bleach.
Yeah, Sam has mustard gas. Jose wills cool shit into existence.
There you go. Yeah, because I don't remember Ikaku using it. I don't know.
Here's the limitation. It can only be cool shit. If you want bad stuff to happen to a character, it won't work.
Damn it. All right.
Yeah, it is literally the rule of cool. That's the only thing that Jose can do. Literally.
That's a pretty cool Bankai, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna will Nemu to come back, but with a badass outfit. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Hey, man.
It'll get there eventually. Don't worry, dog.
I can't handle next season.
Yeah.
Is that going to be next season, or is that going to be way later?
I think it might be 4th season.
That's going to be, oh man, it's a long way off.
Yeah. If you guys could put any scene, you guys get Kubo comes to you, Marita comes to you, is like, Pythes, Jose, we love you both. You can pick one scene to add of your choosing to season 3 or 4, whatever you want. What are you adding? What are you altering?
Jose, go first, because I already have my answer.
I mean, if I'm altering something, Nemu shouldn't die.
Okay, so you're adding a scene of Nemu not dying.
Yeah, because it's a touching thing between her and Mayuri.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I would erase that scene, but
okay. I'm gonna, and this is hardcore spoilers for a certain character's death. I want a scene where we get to see Ukitake dead and be mourned, because he sacrifices his life, and then we don't see him ever again, and no one reacts to it because they're busy with shit. I want him. He needs to die, and people be like, "Oh fuck," and be sad for an episode.
Would you like? I don't think they can do it this late in the game. But would you like if they added the scene basically from the Hell arc where they're explaining what happens to a Soul Reaper when they die that are that powerful?
Maybe, but I feel like it takes away from like the moment.
Yes.
That shit we don't need. We don't need to know that until the Hell arc.
Okay.
I know, like, also, I know after fighting Askin in the big blow-up bubble, Nell goes and she's like, oh, I can only carry, like, what, 2 people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see that, like, her do something pretty badass.
Okay, so more Nell scenes would be another
more Nell
one.
and
more Nell.
Grimjo, of course.
Until Can't Figure Your Own World, we didn't even have confirmation that some of those characters survived.
Yeah,
she's
so
just
I mean,
yeah, I'll get them out.
Anybody that's in that confrontation with Askin, more scenes from any of them.
Yeah, just any of them. They're all amazing.
Yeah, they all kind of that's what was in the peak of Kubo trying to end this manga as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Now, would any of you want to add Aizen's Bankai?
Dude, if you could, yes, 100%.
Pythes?
I would say no.
You'd still keep it a secret?
Now, I don't want to dogpile here, but I too would say no. I don't think it's needed.
I don't think it's needed, but I just want to know what it is.
I would like a thing where Aizen or someone, maybe Shunsui, because he would knows what the fuck it does. But even then, he could be like, yeah, but Aizen lied about his Shikai, so we don't really know.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking
if it was a
day
line
one,
like that,
even when he was signing up to be like a captain, he lied about it. You know, he didn't show them what the real thing was.
Well, he showed him his Shikai, right? And it's...
Well, yeah, the Shikai, but then also I think he said with his Bankai, which explains the Unohana in the very first season, is that he's like, oh, I reflect images off of mist. That was how.
Oh, you're right. That's how he explained it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I just use that to get all of you to look at the blade so I could hypnotize you.
Yep.
And this Aizen isn't even as strong as he should be, because when Shunsui releases him, he's like, yeah, I was allowed to open like an arm and like this eye.
It's like a wrist, the eye, and like an ankle or something.
Yeah, so like Aizen is still like being held back. So
yeah, I think whatever you can imagine for Aizen's Bankai, it will just never be as cool as what he already is. You know, I feel like you're only risking lessening it, and the only way I could see it being something really cool, let's say like Bleach's, I don't know, fucking 30th anniversary comes around, and like, hey, we're putting out a special data book. It's gonna have what everybody's Bankai is, including Aizen. I don't want to see it. I'll read about it if you want to. Like, hey, back in the day, this is Aizen's actual Bankai. I don't want it to be in the anime. I don't want it to affect his character at all. I think how he is right now, with how powerful he is, like you were saying, Pythes, is perfect. That is a cool fucking character.
I just pictured the Homelander thing. Perfect. Down to the last minute detail.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome.
I think it's also something like, it's better if you don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that. You got to leave some mystery. It would be nice to know, but the mystery makes it more appealing.
Yeah.
Considering that it's both like hypnotism based, I love that it was kind of a mirror of Shinji's, where it's a Bankai that's useless in battle.
True.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm saying, like, I don't want that. I don't want that. Like, I don't want to know that. I'm not anxious. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, the reason why I never used my Bankai because it was shit. Then it's like, oh, so you're just a fucking loser. Like, come on. Like, I don't want to know that. To me, it would almost be kind of cool if his Bankai was super fucking powerful and he was like, I was willing to give that up for the Hogyoku. Like, I tossed that fucking power aside for that. And it's like, oh, okay.
Considering his sword fused with him, there's not like a 0% chance that he did just give up his Bankai.
True. Yeah, I do agree with that. There is some world where potentially he can, like, of course I still have my fucking powers. I just fuse my sword. Are you guys stupid? Like,
Yeah. It's like Ichigo and Mugetsu, right?
Yeah. That shit was cool.
Yeah, and it's like, we'll never really know because, that'll be fucking ages before we find that. And then Aizen have to be unsealed for us to see that ever happening. Like,
oh my God,
that'll
be
crazy. way out in the future. That'll be like fucking Boruto Bleach version, like way out in there when someone has to go to Aizen to train him. Like, that's going to be way but down the fucking line.
And I'm asking a little question of you guys because I genuinely forget and don't remember. Do we ever find out what Ukitake's Shikai, not Bankai, is?
No, I don't think they mention it.
I don't think so either. I don't think so.
Because his Shikai absorbs something through one of the swords and then
you shoot it back out.
Yeah.
And he has 2 of them because he's got like the Arm of the Soul Kings. That's why he has 2 swords.
Yeah, I don't know.
because I was just thinking, like, when we were looking at the Beyond Bankai thing in Bleach Brave Souls, I was like, that's just a Shikai.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
That's
never
literally
do
what they
see
base
his
it off
Bankai,
of. So.
yeah.
So that'd be a cool scene. Ukitake having a fight.
That would be cool, but I also could see that as being something that Kubo is saving for the Hell arc, where to basically reveal what his Bankai is, especially since he's some warden of Hell at that point.
Maybe his Bankai has something to do with those weird fish that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
it's
that makes a lot
some
of
sort
sense.
of philosophical fish bullshit that he probably has some sort of power related
it's the
to.
yin and yang with it all.
Yeah, some sort of Avatar moonfish thing. You know,
it's the rights and the wrongs and how they balance each other out.
Yeah.
But it's unbalanced because the other half with the Soul King is gone now.
Yeah. Now he's just spiraling. You know, it's a whole thing. Kubo will get to it. We're on the internet.
He knows what he's got. He's got it like written down somewhere.
I'm going to tell you my one thing I would love from the Hell arc is for it to be just like you go down there and it's not zombies or anything. They're just chilling.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Like it's just normal people, but they're just there.
There's a threat in Hell, Ichigo. You gotta go, and he goes in there and he's ready to fight, and he goes through a door, and Ukitake's just like sipping tea, like, hey man, what's up? I just wanted to meet your son.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I dig that. But there's going to be some sort of fucking conflict. But I still would dig that. Maybe they do like the 7 layers of Hell, and one of them is like they're just vibing. It's just a hot spring, you know. They're just having a good time.
The 7 layers of Hell are the new Espada Stern Ritters.
Yeah.
Oh,
it could be cool.
You get some. Hey, what's up? I'm Gluttony.
Oh my god! Just get Full Metal Alchemist all over again.
He's Gluttony, and he's a former Quincy, and he eats all of your reishi.
Hey, do Zanpakuto get transferred? Like, let's say Rukia dies. Mm-hmm. Can someone then forge her exact Sode no Shirayuki?
I mean, doesn't that happen with Nanao passing down the sword?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that motherfucker Tokinata from Bleach from Can't Feel Your Own World, that dude Zanpakuto is passed down from the family.
But I mean, how does that work? What is the logistics on that? Because I know that kind of thing happens with Tozen also. So when somebody dies, does their sword crack and go with them? Is the sword still intact and anybody can pick it up and then try to use it? What is it? Because Kenpachi does that also, but his was done to the kind of like a base form, whatever the fuck it's called.
Kenpachi got an Asauchi, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I think the Zanpakuto stays as it is, and then it can choose whether or not to obey somebody.
So let's go back to Yama again. Like we were talking about, Yuha still has his fucking Bankai. If Yama's sword was just vibing there, could someone have potentially tried to take up the mantle of Yama's Bankai and his powers, Zanpakuto?
Probably, but I don't think anybody was strong enough for that.
Yeah, they would be incinerated trying to use it.
Because if you pick it up, you still I think I saw a question on Club Outside where they were talking about if, let's say Tozen, I think is what they're referencing. When you pick up a Asauchi or somebody else Zanpakuto, does it fuse with your power? Do you override it? I think somebody asked that question, and he said it could be a mixture of both. It depends on the user. You could mix a little bit of your power in there, now it's something different. You could be able to use it. It could be nothing.
Yeah, because when Tozen picks it up, it's already formed. It's already in its Shikai shape. I don't know if what's her name had achieved Bankai yet. Probably not. But it seems like it's a mixture of both, because she was described as very gentle, which is why it's Shikai, is it knocks you out. And then his Bankai is, I cut off all your senses and make you blind like me.
So he changed it later on.
I don't know if he changed it intentionally or if it was just he chose to use this sword and overrode it a little bit with his spiritual pressure.
That would make sense. I could see that.
So I don't know if this is like nitpicking too much or like digging into the lore where it's like, who gives a fuck, stop thinking about it. But like, let's say Rukia dies and her Zanpakuto is chilling there. I dig it. I go to Tatooine and I throw it in the sand. Okay. Can then nobody ever get Sode no Shirayuki again?
I imagine if somebody found it, but...
No, but I mean, like, it can never be, that power will never transfer to another Zanpakuto.
Well, I mean, the power of Tokinata's sword is the same as it has always been.
So if that's Rukia's sword. If Rukia's Zanpakuto, Sode no Shirayuki, already exists in the world, I haven't destroyed it, I haven't done anything to it, nobody will ever be able to get that again.
I don't think so.
So, like, same thing, like, let's say I collect Yamas, I collect Hitsugayas, I bury them. Now there's the strongest of both those types are gone.
I believe so.
Okay, well, there we have it.
There you go. There you go.
Here's a real question. What happens to the Zanpakuto when you retire from being a Soul Reaper?
True. That's a good question too. Can they choose to go on, like, to be passed on? Can they can you give them a tap on the shoulder, kind of like you send them on their way? It's like, hey, we're done. Sorry, dude.
Yeah. What did Ginrei do with his?
I don't know. So here's the thing. That bitch Tokinata was passed down because he was a member of the 4 great noble houses, so they can just do that. It's been established with Omaida's dad that when you stop being a Soul Reaper, you retire, you have to surrender your Zanpakuto. And what happens to it after that, I don't know. Whether they're destroyed.
Send it to Uetsu?
Maybe he sends it to Uetsu to retire and turn it back into an Asauchi. Maybe it's destroyed. I have no clue.
I would have to imagine the cycle of rebirth being so important to all things Bleach. He probably does do some sort of like sending it back into the ether for somebody else to have a chance to grab that one, you know?
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's such a cool idea for a character. Like, imagine Yamamoto's Shikai goes back into the ether and some dude just like, hey, this Asauchi, it used to be owned by Yamamoto.
Yeah. Or like, what if like it could be any Asauchi and somebody's just like, yeah, so I'm just like putting my thing in here and all of a sudden it's Yama's and he's like,
It's
what
like
the fuck?
like Yama's chose somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, Hyorimaru, it's done that. It chose Hitsugaya. It was already around.
That's what I'm saying. What is the logistics on how the Zanpakuto works? Like, because I wonder that too. Like, somebody, let's say, full on breaks their Zanpakuto, never can work again. Can they then go get an Asauchi, recreate it, and summon the same one back to him? Can they summon a different power if there's breaks? Can they go to Holdio, or will it always be the same?
I don't know, because like if you can't fix your Bankai unless it's a Uetsu, but if shit breaks, you just heal it with your spiritual pressure.
Yeah, so like let's say I completely break it. Boom, dust. Can't heal it anymore.
Let's say it gets fucking evaporated by a spirit bomb.
There you go. Evaporated by a spirit bomb. I go up to Uetsu. I'm like, hey, I need another Asauchi. And then he's like, thumbs up. I get it. I'm just not going to be able to get the same one again. I'm good, or am I just banned from it forever?
I doubt he'd be willing to give you one because fuck you, you let one die.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But let's say you do the funny pose and he's like, hell yeah, I'm into it. Do you think, because people change, you can't be the same person you were when you made an Asauchi then as you are now. Pythes from 10 years ago was a fucking idiot.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I totally agree. So do you get a different one at that point?
Would it be like a more mature version of the same spirit? Would it be a new one? Mm-hmm. Or would it just not work? Are you locked to one?
That's what I'm wondering. What are the logistics? What are the logistics in a Zanpakuto?
I really need this question to be answered, Kubo.
Someone who has club outside access needs to ask the question. We had it. Tell them to explain the full history of like how a Zanpakuto works and what happens if I want another one.
Kubo, come to my house in the night, pet my dog, and explain to me Bleach lore.
There you go. As a bedtime story, I'll lay in bed and you can sit right. It'll be like the
tuck me in, sir.
It'll be like the Princess Bride.
Yeah,
I'll be there, and you can come out and explain it to me. I'll ask questions like a dumbass little kid, and then you'd explain it.
I'm just saying that Bleach live action movie would have been a million times better if it was just like some kid in bed with Kubo there reading him the story.
Bedtime stories.
So fucking funny.
There's Mr. Kubo. That's not how the manga went. Shut up.
It is now.
So funny. That's a great idea for like just adapting something. That's really good.
And they're like, why is the adaptation so different? Because I don't want to reread the same shit. I've been working on this for 20 years.
It's like I'm adapting it for a kid. Like, come on.
Fucking chill, dude.
I can't talk about the big murder.
I added a little bit of spice to it is all. You know, don't worry about it.
Princess Bride, fucking great movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Princess
Bride.
Really good. Really, really good. All right. Anything else you want to touch on for the episode? I feel like we covered most of it. Great episode. Looking forward to the Grimmy one next week. Anybody else? Anything else from you guys?
We don't have time, so we'll save our Byakuya TED Talk for later.
Okay. There you go. We'll eventually have a grand Byakuya TED Talk. I'm sure we're going to see him. I don't know if we'll see him again, but we'll see him somewhere. We'll see him
maybe not the rest of this season.
Yeah, we'll see him eventually. He's got a 3-piece fight coming up. Exactly. That's pretty fire. So
he shows up before then.
Okay. Well, we'll see Byakuya again, and then we'll throw the TED Talk in there. Well, until then, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. If you guys have any thoughts about the episode, anything that we said incorrectly, probably correcting Pythes because I know everything. So
yep, that's true.
Leave it in the comments. Tweet it at us. Tag us on Instagram. I'll tag Pythes if you want to shit on him. I'll give him a quick @ sign. So we will see you guys next week for another episode. We hope you guys are enjoying it. Thanks for all the support, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.